LOUDLABS show with Kpook, the mayor.
It's the LOUDLABS show.
It's the LOUDLABS show.
And every time we do a show, we do a freestyle flow. It's the LOUDLABS show.
It's the LOUDLABS show.
And every time we do a show, we do a freestyle flow. Rob.
We in the building, yep, chillin'. Came a long way from illegal drug dealing. Mine on the millin', sick as penicillin. Feet to the ceiling, damn boy, we illin'. I'm killing every time I'm in the beat. Freestyle, see me when I'm at the heat.
Wait. You can't do no more, man. We haven't even done the interview. No one knows who you are. So just hold on, Sacktown.
All right.
We're gonna let you get wild later on at the end of the show.
Right,
but this is my man Rob. We're gonna make this happen. But let me introduce everybody else at the show. Everybody should know this is the LOUDLABS show. This is how we get down. We got DJ Lou, man. He's always on the ones and twos. He hasn't missed a show yet, and he never will. And we got Todd One, who's always doing his thing, the coolest man on the spot. And we got the two Scotts, the producers. We have the lovely Doll One, who's always a famous star that sits in the seats with us. And you got me, Kpook the mayor, the host with Todd One. Let's get ready to do this. Let's start the show. Yo, Todd One, how you doing today?
I'm good, Pook. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It's been a long time since I haven't seen your face in a real long time, but I do see your face in a lot of pictures,
Yeah,
and I also see whenever I see a Brett Favre commercial.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. Show me that picture. What the fuck? Where's that on? Is that on Facebook?
It's been so long as we talked. I got kicked off Facebook, so it's
Oh,
not
no,
on
that's
Facebook.
right. I thought you said that last time. You're right. You did get kicked off. What?
I'm physically done with Facebook,
Right.
and I'm off. So
Fuck the book.
fuck the book. My mom always tells me,
Where did you
"Don't
get?
cuss
Where,
on Facebook."
where did you find that? Dig that picture up at? I know the girls found it, but
The girls found it, and they like to shoot me little gems and stuff to say, "Pass this to Todd." Kind of like when we're in high school again.
No.
Hey, pass this to Todd.
dude, that picture is fucking super. I can't. I was looking at it. I mean, fucking Connie and Liz, and I look like a little like an 8-year-old boy in between them. I mean, I look tiny.
Yeah,
I look smaller than them, than the girls.
Yeah, they look a little more thicker than you, right, at that
Right,
time.
right.
But at that time, you was probably riding a skateboard, doing all kind of crazy
Yeah, I was
stuff.
a lot of calisthenics back in the day.
Yeah, calisthenics, running around, constantly chasing the ice cream man,
But
everything.
the girls to tell them when you pass us on. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Liz.
Well, it's actually Diana.
Oh, and Diana found that, right?
Diana found it. She has a lot of goodies.
You know what? When you show me those pictures, I'm thinking about like, dude, we used to like. Night after night, Saturday, weekends. I mean, we used to just run with those girls, and it was Chris Presta, Julio, Phillip, and we used to go on trips, like all of us, and shack up in one hotel room and share in one bathroom. The Downey Inn.
The Chateau Inn.
But yeah, we used to.
Did you hear about what got stolen from the Downey Inn a few years ago?
No, what was
The
that?
Flock of Seagulls equipment, right? It was. Did I mention it?
In
Was
Downey?
The Flock of Seagulls, right? Yeah. Was it Embassy? I thought it was the Downey Suites. I think it was Downey Suites.
Embassy,
Embassy?
Downey
Well,
Suite,
it doesn't
Downey
matter.
Inn.
The Flock of Seagulls were hanging out in Downey
I
and got their tour band and equipment
That's one
stolen.
decrepit. Those are some decrepit fucking.
Yeah, equipment and everything, man.
and I ran away with your equipment.
I still believe Flock of Seagulls was.
I'm
floating in Downey.
actually gonna try and get what's his name, Billy Idol, to try to perform at our 30th
Yeah, you were saying that
anniversary.
on your inaugural Welcome Back show.
Yeah, I'm really gonna try and get that guy. I want him to sing a couple
He's
of
been
songs.
performing a lot lately.
Billy Idol's not coming to fucking do.
You don't know that.
And if he does, LOUDLABS News is going to cover it.
We're covering this
The
all
LOUDLABS
the
show
way.
will be covering that for sure.
Fuck, I was gonna ask you. So yeah, no, the pictures are cool, man. So that was nice.
I'm gonna have some more. Matter of fact, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, more pictures.
Yeah, tomorrow more pictures. So it's gonna be kind of fun. But it's been a while since we all sat down at the round table and had some with the square table.
Yeah, square table.
Square table.
Rectangular.
Rectangular table, and had some fun. And
Yeah, no, I had to take a break. Like I said, sometimes I'm not fucking very nice, and I don't feel like being nice to people, and so I can't. Sometimes I can't be here, So I had to take a break.
So
I'm being honest with you, man.
I'm glad
I couldn't. That day I just couldn't fucking turn it on.
I'm glad you recharged.
Yeah.
I'm glad you feel a little better.
A little better, not much.
Not much.
Let's talk about last week's show. I'm afraid to say it, but I didn't realize how big of a deal it was until he left. Dude, that was a big deal. That was a good show.
But listen, it's gonna be good all the time. And sometimes you got to break up for a second to come back and be more creative.
Yeah, no, and we appreciate you coming back. Nice, thank you.
I really appreciate it too. It's kind of like when you went to go play for the Minnesota Vikings.
and then showed his dick to.
No, I was the chick on the Jets.
You're on the Jets when you did that?
That's when I was playing for the Jets.
But besides that, what's been going on in your world, Todd?
Same, just fucking grinding away,
Right.
Stringing at night. We're working where I live now with Robbie. We're tearing the backyard up totally, and just kind of doing some new, what do they call that? When the Mexicans do the groundwork.
Are you being racist again?
No. With the fucking landscaping.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we're doing some new landscaping in the backyard. So yeah, I've been doing that. That's what I've been up to. What have you been up to on your 3-week hiatus?
On my hiatus, remember when I first came on here, I said, man, these cell phones are like porn in your pocket.
Yeah, well, they're not. That's not like they are. That's what they are. That's what it is.
So you got addicted to porn in your pocket?
No, I didn't. No. I just been finding other avenues. So I just been doing all kinds of stuff with my phone. I'm trying to figure this thing out because it's smarter than me right now, and I'm trying to figure things out.
Well, I'll give you a little phone etiquette tip. You cannot click on a link on Instagram. So when you post the link on Instagram. Yeah. And you can't cut and paste from there either. Put the link in your bio.
I know.
Tech Talk 101.
Tech Talk 101.
And I suck. I'm technologically challenged, so I don't know what I'm doing either.
Where's
but
that
I do
guy
know
from
that
Channel 5?
You cannot put a link. You can put a link in there all you want, but you can't click on it.
Yeah,
so what you do is you go click on link in bio, and then put the link in your as a website in your bio.
Okay.
I'll show you how to do it before we leave.
Show me tonight.
I will.
Show me what's going on.
American League won the game tonight, the All-Star game.
Yeah, National League used to win a lot, right?
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since National, right? Hey, right, Scotty? National League's been a minute since they won.
No, I thought they always been winning.
4 years since they've won.
Oh, that's
Rain Man says 4 years over here.
Raymond's. But the reason why I say that is it doesn't really matter because the Dodgers are just hot right now.
Oh my gosh, right?
Yeah, Dodgers are on fire,
They are on fire. If they don't win it this time, oh my goodness. How can you still stay a fan? I mean, you got to.
live here?
Yeah, you got to. But I mean, it would just hurt.
Shout out to LA Blue.
LA Blue. You know what? I see LA Blue on my Instagram like every other day, and I want
just hanging around. Dodgers just hanging around.
I do some Natty Mota pictures on there, and he's like, needed it. He's on it, and I really appreciate LA Blue. We need to have him come in here. Matter of fact, we need LA Blue to go to a Dodger game and get some information for us.
He goes all the time. Oh, you mean being like the man on the? Well, he can get information at his work, but he can also get some info there. But he goes to games all the time. You guys probably been to the same games.
Man, I got to catch up with that guy.
What'd you get into today?
Well, today, I went fishing today.
What?
Take a look to your left.
You see that flying fish? It looks like it's saying hi, but as you see, that was the fish that I caught there. Yeah, I caught that big fat boy right there. Fat boy with the fat boy right there.
Who'd you go fishing with?
Oh, sorry.
Jason Sieber.
No.
Yeah.
I went up. Jason Sieber called me up and
way.
said, "Do you want to go fishing? I got a boat." I said, "You got a boat? Let's go."
There's video,
Just you and him?
but the video's not as good. I want to show you.
Just you and him?
Him and my buddy Joe, and he had this little 17-foot boat, and it was crazy. We hit every wave possible, but he took us all the way to Rancho Palos Verde, and it's so funny because he's been driving us all.
Yeah, where is this at? So you went out of Long Beach?
We left out of Long Beach. We went to Rancho Palos Verdes, and I even kind of drove past Terminal Island. I was just like,
You say hello?
Yeah.
You went by the TI and fucking waved?
Well, we didn't get that close, but I knew exactly where it was. And then Sieber was like, oh, yeah, see that right there? That's Trump's golf course. And he was like, fuck Trump. And I was like, oh, well, hey, wait. I said, whatever you want to do. But,
How is
saw
Sieber?
all that. Sieber is Sieber.
Yeah. All right.
Do you know that Sieber has a baby girl now?
Nope. Didn't know that.
Me either. I didn't even know it was possible. But he's a daddy now. So.
That's cool. Is he still running in Downey?
Yeah, he still lives in the same house.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Fuck.
And he has a pet hawk. Falcon.
He's a falconer. He's a falconer.
Falconry.
The shit where he puts them on the glove and
Yes.
fucking guy swoops down and hit little mice and
He's one of those guys right
no
now.
shit.
So, it was good to see him because I haven't seen him in a while, but it was great to see him. And he gave me a fishing pole and some stuff. Because I'm going fishing again on Thursday.
Well, back out in the
It's
sea.
not like you didn't have any laying around, right?
No.
Any poles?
No. Well, listen, my poles got taken by the feds when they got
Because they were in your apartment.
and they said they were like, these are some real expensive fishing poles.
How'd you buy those?
When they got your house, did they take everything? Did you ever get anything back from that apartment?
No, the only thing I got back was $100.
Oh, that's what they just gave you? Is like fucking hey,
No,
fuck you
because
money.
they took money out of my wallet, and so
Okay, but all that stuff, like all the, your bed, your dresser, all that shit.
No,
I
all
mean,
that's-
what happened to that
no,
stuff?
all that stuff was there because my mother was able to claim all
Right,
that.
okay,
so she got all that.
so she got all your
The only
personal
thing
stuff.
they took from me was my car
Yeah,
because
those
I had,
poles.
and the poles.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Fucking
The-
shysters, man.
The messed up thing about the poles were that they were real expensive poles and everything. So they're probably like,
Yeah.
he's never coming back, and he's living in Hollywood.
Right,
What is
right.
he doing? He's
Right.
black. He's got fishing equipment. Take it. But I asked for it back,
Wrong.
and they wouldn't let me have it.
Really?
Yeah, so that's what it is. I mean, it is what it is.
So you went? How long were you out there today for? You got a killer
3
tan.
hours. Oh man, 3 hours.
3 hours you guys went?
Yeah, but like a Thursday when I go, I'm going half a day.
With who? Are you on one of those half-day boats or going on
Yeah,
the
going
big-
half day. I found it for $21 on Groupon.
Yeah, who are you going with?
My housemate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, you said you're 68%.
68% living in Long Beach, the LBC, the
All
place
right.
that I thought I'd never live.
So how's that going?
It's going great.
You like it?
We got 2 dogs and an Iranian girl that lives with us.
Ooh.
It's really Three's Company reversed. So it's interesting. And I'm
She
really
had-
You're the sexy one?
You're the sexy one, yeah. Walking around without a bra on.
Well, we got to remember that. Can you name an episode where there was a black person on Three's Company?
We talked about this once, and no.
And no, the answer is no.
The answer was no.
I'm
Maybe
sure-
at the Regal Beagle.
Maybe at the Regal Beagle,
Maybe at the Regal
somebody in the
Beagle.
background.
Maybe at the Regal
I think
Beagle.
the busboy.
And it probably was the guy from WKRP.
Or I think it might have been the bartender, actually.
Who
Venus
Possibly.
Flytrap?
Venus? No, not Venus.
Yeah.
Venus.
Yeah, it's
it was
Venus on
Venus
WKRP.
Or it could have been the guy from the Love Boat. If it was in the bar.
Isaac?
Isaac, the guy that's at every bar and every level of the ship.
All
So,
right. Oh, go for it.
no, I was just saying that's good. I'm glad you're out and you're about ready to get full out. But that's cool.
So it's just nice. Got a 3-bedroom house, jacuzzi in the back.
Oh
really?
no,
Look
it is
at
like
you.
Three's Company.
Except there's no Mr. Furley.
Yeah.
Or
So-
Roper, depending on
Roper.
who you are.
And let's see what else is back. But he has 2 dogs, so it's like this crazy. But I love the dogs, and I'm just helping him fix it up.
That's cool.
We're gonna fix up.
Yeah,
the
that's kind of
place.
like what I'm doing over there in
Yeah,
Lakewood.
we're really gonna fix it up because this guy's a handyman. And I got some important news. Next month, I will be out exactly a year on August 10th.
Right.
And I'm thinking about having a thank you, ma'am, party at the crib,
At the new one?
at the LBC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're getting this guy.
I might be going back.
You're gonna fucking re-up.
But I'm not going to. But we're going to have a party 1 year. Just make it happen. Just make this thing pop.
You got a lot to celebrate, man.
Yeah,
and I want to talk about
I want to make
your
it
job.
Dre Day and everything.
But before we get into your job, I want to show you guys something real quick here.
Okay.
And
see where we're at. Whoa! What is going on?
we're in the wood.
That's Hollywood.
Yeah, Las Palmas. There was a fight going on, and so I was watching it, and when it rolled out in the street, I grabbed my dash cam. Security just kind of lets it happen.
Well, that is security. That's what security does. As long as they're not involved, they don't care who you beating up on.
You did this with the whole camera?
Yeah, well, I park here, and now I grab the other camera. So, it's a chick fight. That's how it all starts. And then if you watch these chicks, dude, they're just smiling and slapping each other with their purses and their shoes, and the security is just at some point they're just watching it and letting it go. And then the guy fight. Okay, so this is the real fight. This right here had the opportunity. It had the opportunity. Wait, boom, and then right there, and then right there. He could have made it really bad right there. Yeah, he could have fucked him up really good right there. And it all started with the girls. It was a girl fight turned guy fight.
What's he running for?
Because there's 3 dudes.
Yeah, but he didn't even do it.
That's what I'm saying.
There's 3 dudes going for him.
Who the fuck goes out? Who the fuck goes out by themselves? How come they even fucking?
He's with the
No
girl.
homies, no
he's with
friends.
the girl who started the fight. The girl, he tried to break it up.
He's running away from her. Fuck her, right?
He's running away from. Cause watch, she comes back now. It's the girl. She comes back. She can't stop.
You got this the other night?
Yeah, I got this the other night. Fox showed it, and the cops or firefighters never showed up, so it's not really a news story. But it was the holiday, so I slugged it as holiday fights. Look, they're just smiling. Look at she's just smiling, and the security is not doing anything.
They love that because they're trying to. The security's going. I got 5 that titties were showing.
Everybody's grabbing their phones.
That's
grabbing their phone. Look at. And at some point, I'm like, all right, I gotta go over
that's
there.
the place that place upstairs, that Rusty Mullet, where I came.
It is the Rusty Mullet.
Where I
right
went
next
for
to Tommy Lee's old bar.
Yeah, that's where I went for that fucking rape. Remember? They had those dudes all arrested out on the fucking outside. They had like 20 dudes out there.
See, the security's not doing a thing about
That place
it.
is
Cops
fucking
aren't showing up.
That place is scandalous, dude.
It is.
It's fucking. Yeah, that
Look,
place.
it's still going. Look at it still going.
Now it's good. Yes.
It's fucking stupid.
And at some point, I just, never mind. I was going to say in Sacramento, you ever hear of felony fights? That's a good thing. Filming fights is old news. But at some point, I finally got into it. I'm like, I'm going to go see what's going on.
Up close and personal. I love it.
So she's still going. Her boyfriend's the one who was on the ground and got his head kicked in.
Oh, she tried to kick her again.
Yeah, she's not. She keeps coming back.
She's lit.
She's like, where are my shoes in the morning?
Look, he's back. He came back.
Yeah.
He came back. He came back to get her.
He's like, look, I barely escaped, and they're gonna let me come and get you. They're gonna allow me to come.
Okay,
get
now
you.
watch this. So as I was leaving, I'm leaving, and then I look to the right. I'm like, wait a second. So I reverse it back. Because I see something going on in the parking lot. So I reverse it back. So I'm left. This is after the fight. So I'm leaving now. And now watch.
I hope he's humping her in the back seat.
No, he's not humping her. He's not humping her. Watch. He's picking up a fucking limp body. No. Dude, she's fucking over here. Somebody either came and knocked her the fuck out or the alcohol caught her. One of the 2 things happened. The alcohol caught her in the parking lot or somebody just got her. Because she's, look at, it's a fucking limp body.
Oh, she's limp.
Later, we're just, and that's it.
She used all that energy and it just cut.
So, look at that. Cops
like,
never showed up.
The cops
Fire never showed up. So I mean, it's not news, but Fox 11 aired it.
That was 4th of July night?
That was pretty gnarly.
Was that 4th of July night?
That was 4th of July night. Yeah.
Tuesday night, huh?
Yeah.
Tuesday night.
No, I lied. It was the night going into.
That Monday.
The night going into. Yeah.
Was that Erica Estrada? Was that Chips?
That was.
That was Poncherello.
All right, cool.
I remember.
Yeah, so, I mean, that was your old Hollywood nights, right?
That's Hollywood. That's the good
So how's
old
your
days.
Hollywood nights been?
Well, the Hollywood I
Like
do
that?
now.
I mean, do you see that a lot?
No, I try to stay away from that type
you
of
grew up.
stuff. Yeah, I grew up, and the
President would do
clubs
that
and
to
the
you.
things that I go to are more respectable, and there's really. There's really okay,
Atlanta. She got you.
Okay,
making it rain.
This to say, when that stuff starts to happen, I turn into exit stage right or exit stage left.
Gotcha.
Because I don't want to get involved.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm working for the city now, and I don't want to get myself in trouble.
You are working for the city.
And the events that we throw at Grand Park, there's nothing like that's going to happen because, first of all, it's a very nice park.
I saw Grand Park fucking holding about fucking 500 people during the riots one night.
Well,
they were lining that during our riots we had here. What month were we having the riots, Scotty?
I think it was Donald Trump.
Donald Trump,
I think
right?
it was the Trump.
During the election, Grand Park fucking housed everybody in the zip ties. They were fucking stringing them all through Grand Park to get on the buses to go get fucking booked.
Well, I'm talking about the event that Grand Park puts
event.
together. Like we're having one this Friday night with Mona Lisa, and then we have a couple other ones that are going down. But when we have those events where people just show up and there's DJs and there's like thousands of people showing up, nothing happens. And plus, there's a lot of police that are there anyway.
Right.
So they know that they're about to get the bucket real quick.
Right.
So
yeah, audience there, you want a good time, go to the fucking, the rusty fucking mullet.
Go to the rusty
Hollywood.
Go to Hollywood, go to downtown LA, and I got one more thing to show you. So we have been missing Victor's package these past few weeks since you been gracing us with your presence. So we're bringing back Victor's package. I miss Victor's package. I'm going to show you Victor's package here. Just a quick one too. This was the video man who shot this is one of our competitors, but he is a friend of ours.
Right.
So he's the one who shot this and who Victor's talking with.
Friend of yours.
He's a friend of ours. He's a friend of LOUDLABS. He's a friend of LOUDLABS News. Okay. So Victor put this package together, and basically this is what we do, and it's a scenario that runs through my head every night, and it actually came into play for somebody. Wow. So you ready?
Ready.
All right, here we go.
Let's go, package.
Sometimes people say us journalists run into situations that everyone else is running away from. But sometimes we also have to decide if we continue doing our job or help somebody out. Now that is the exact situation this news freelance cameraman was put in when he was sitting along the shoulder of the 110 freeway here in South LA. This is video capturing the moment a car is stalled on the fast lane of the 110 freeway in South LA.
I was kind of heading back to downtown and my night was kind of over anyway.
Austin Racebrook is a freelance news cameraman. He was there when this blacked out pickup truck stalled.
Yeah, I pulled over, I put my emergency lights on to warn cars coming. Started recording. The adrenaline's pounding obviously because, the expectation is that it's going to turn into a crash or something bad.
Moments later, an SUV slams into the truck, causing a fiery explosion. That is when Racebrook's instincts kicked in.
I dropped my camera, turned from a stringer into a rescuer. I didn't know what was, what I was going to come up against. I didn't know how many people were in the car. I didn't know, whether they'd been killed instantly. I didn't know. I grabbed my fire extinguisher, ran across the freeway. Car was pretty much fully engulfed. Smashed the passenger side window. I could kind of see through the smoke and the flames that the guy was in there, unconscious. So I leaned over the center divider, took a deep breath, went back in again. Still couldn't undo his buckle, but managed to pull down his shoulder belt here and managed to wrench him out from underneath. Once I got him onto the floor outside the car, myself and Clint, we dragged him away.
Now, he's been honored by the California Highway Patrol.
We shouldn't forget you guys. You're out there day and night, every day, putting your lives, putting your lives on the line. So, thank you.
And as we come back here now, Racebrook and the CHP has made several attempts to locate the driver, but has been unsuccessful. Racebrook says he wishes that driver could come forward just to know how he's doing. In South LA, I'm Victor Park for LOUDLABS News.
And that was Victor and Victor's package. I miss Victor's package. Thank you, Victor. And that was fucking gnarly, dude, right?
I know, wow.
Todd,
Right.
Driving down the freeway, you see a car stop like that, you wonder like, man.
why isn't his lights on? Why is his emergency lights on? I don't understand that. Needs a flare, do something. You know, you could have stopped that situation from happening.
Throw out a
Flashlight,
flare.
put your light on, something, I don't know.
But isn't that pretty gnarly, man? Isn't that gnarly to happen? Like,
Yeah, that is very bad to happen. But on the 110, you got to realize that freeway is moving very fast.
I've caught 3 of those live action crashes on the 110 before. Nothing like that where, you go into. Yeah, I've never seen it catch fire like that. I've got a couple of them, or 3 of them, I think, on the 110. It's so dangerous, so dangerous right there.
My advice to people who ever get their car pulled over on the 110, get out. Get out of your car if you pull over on the freeway because you do not know what's going to happen. And if not, Victor's package is going to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful, though, because in the same situation, like, if you're in your car, you're kind of safer. Depends on if you can get out of your car. You never want to stop on the freeway, man.
No, you don't.
You don't want to stop. You just want to pull over.
You're never safe if you sit in your car on the freeway.
No, you want to get to that shoulder.
up
You want to
outta
get to
there.
that shoulder. All right, so that's enough of what I wanted to talk to you about.
All
and show
right,
you.
great. Victor's fucking package.
Victor's
All right,
fucking
so
package. Yes.
who we got coming on the show today?
Well, coming on the show today is a real good friend of mine. We met at the Treasure Island.
Yeah, this is
We
fucking,
met at the casino.
Yeah, you guys met at the casino.
We met at the casino, and he. Come to find out, he was the MC. You know, we talked a lot. We exchanged music and stuff like that, and
We're doing a lot of fucking meet and greets in the TI.
you know, it's kind of funny but it's kind of good because I want to expose.
No, it's cool. Yeah, no, I'm just
People
saying.
that have
Yeah,
made
it's like
something-
that. This is those are the fucking those are your friends. Those are the people that you started to build relationships with. So of course, and people get rolled out. You want to say, hey, come by,
Well,
see the
but
pad.
I only want to do that if they have a success
Oh, yeah,
story.
yeah, absolutely.
They got to have a story that's successful, so when other people get out or they get a chance to watch it, can say, hey, you can do it too.
All right,
You know what I
hear
mean?
you. Yeah, I'm into it.
Virgil.
Virgil
Viceland, man.
was on
Viceland, dude.
Forbes
It's awesome.
magazine.
Forbes?
Yes, he was on Forbes. How the fuck is that? I'm trying to get on Playgirl.
Playgirl. We get you on the cover of Playgirl.
I want to lay down like Burt Reynolds did, you know what I mean? So, okay, but we got my man Rob. He's coming into the stage right now. He's all the way from Sacktown. He's representing the West Coast. Yo, Rob, can you come on over here and just let us just chat with you for a little bit?
Welcome.
Is that your jacket?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so that was you sitting there.
That's me.
The Casper jacket. This is
Casper Jackets.
Black-
What's up, Rob?
Black
How are you?
Casper.
I'm doing very good. How are you?
I'm good. So, how do you know Kpook? I mean, obviously
Man.
from the inside there, but why were you? Let's just start there. Why were you gracing the TI's
I was
presence?
gracing T.I. I was simply placed there to help individuals like him and himself, just kind of guide these guys out of that light. But no, honestly, I wish
to say, what?
I wish it was that way. Yeah, man. I mean, as I was younger, and some do when you're younger, I made a couple mistakes that put me in that situation.
Yeah. What was your mistake?
My mistake was drug dealing,
Dealing.
selling drugs, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What were you selling?
Oxycontin.
You were selling the cottons?
Oxycontin, man.
No shit.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
long ago?
Man, this is I've been out in September. It would be 3 years in total that I've been out. So
How long-
I was
how
backed
long-
up.
how long
around
did you do
like
your-
21? Shit, 4 years.
You did
4.5
4-year
years,
bid, and you
yeah.
did the whole thing at TI?
No. So most of my time was done in between TI. I mean, I was expedited. So my journey started in Florida.
In Florida,
Yeah,
huh?
man. So I was.
No
I had
shit.
to
What the?
touch-
I mean, but you're from Sacktown, right? You're
I'm from Sacktown, man.
So wait, and that's where you were slanging in Sacramento?
Yeah.
And so you get busted and they roll you and they send you. That's where you start your bit. Is in Florida?
No, because my case was out of Alaska. So the entire case.
God, this
God,
like,
it
like,
gets
wait a
deep.
minute.
That's fucking that's like a
It's
geography.
globetrot. This whole
Yeah, that's a fucking geography class.
I'm
Hang
from
on.
the South.
it gets
My
deep.
case is from Alaska, but
Yeah, yeah,
somehow
yeah.
I expedited from Florida.
Hey, man,
All right.
like I said, it was a journey. A
Yeah,
very long
so
journey.
lay this out, Rob. What happened? How did
On air.
You know, like
Con
I said,
Air?
younger, you know, making bad choices, man, and honestly, man, those choices actually leaded me into the place that I am today. You know, whether they were good or bad, you know, they were a part of my story
Right.
and my journey.
It's all part of your story. You know,
Yes.
that's what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah. So I mean, I was happy. I wasn't happy during the time, but looking back on it, it was a very eventful journey.
Sure.
And it was
sure. No, and like I said, that's your life. You know, sometimes you make these paths in life. You don't see it at the time.
Yeah.
But they will make you a stronger person on the way, on the outside, on the flip side of it. You know.
Definitely. Yeah.
So how long did you do in Florida? What they sent you to Florida?
I was in Florida when I was expedited.
Were you busted in Florida?
I was busted.
So
in
were
Florida.
you doing slanging in Florida, just out
No,
visiting,
you know
hanging
what?
out?
By that time,
Florida's far away from Alaska.
By that time, I had realized that I didn't want to do what I was doing anymore.
Ah, okay,
I
so you're
thought
on a
Florida
little
might have been
vacation?
a nice place to reside, you know.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, the things that I was doing, you know, I had to go and see.
Yeah,
for
Florida's
them.
a fucking armpit, dude. That I mean, they got the fucking pill capital of the fucking United States, right? Right. I mean, you can get pills. I mean, at a time, you could be in the 90s and early 2000s. Man, you can get pills fucking handed over. I mean, just you hand them money, you walk in, just boom and boom, boom. Not just Rob. I'm just saying like that. They used to have all those the OxyContin and Vicodin, like the pharmacy places, right? You just walk in. What are those fucking places called, right?
The Spanish ones.
No, the Spanish ones. But you know the fucking the dispensaries, like you know they were dispensing pills like they would weed out here.
Yeah. It was big.
Right, people would go out of the out of state and drive for fucking from Kentucky, fucking from Michigan, drive all the way down. People all over
Kind of like how we can from here if we want to go to Mexico and we go right to the spot and get everything.
So you get rolled up in Florida, you get caught up on something. So then they
drag me back.
Drag you back to California?
To where the crime was actually, you know, happening committed to. So it was Alaska.
So you went from Florida to Alaska?
Florida to Alaska, man.
Where
Con Air?
Anchorage?
No, yeah. So Anchorage, and then there was another place called Juneau, a smaller town of Juneau. So to get there, it was like it was hell, man.
Fuck yeah, man! A lot of plane rides, a lot of fucking bus rides.
Yeah. So
how long did you went to Oklahoma, right?
Yeah. That's when I realized that the Con Air was not just a movie. You know, it was something that they used.
Right. They moving you guys around, right?
Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, you know, all those events led up to something, and it's just a blessing to be where I'm at today.
Yeah. Well, so you're originally from Sacramento?
Yes, sir.
Born and raised?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Your family still have family up there?
Yeah.
How old are you?
It's hometown. 29.
29.
29.
My favorite thing about Sacramento, Deftones.
Yeah.
Right? You like Deftones?
Crazy.
You ever seen Deftones?
Oh yeah.
Fucking Chino and the boys, man. They fucking nobody does it better.
Chino.
Yeah,
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I was fucking with this girl and Chino fucking took her from me. So
I
fucking
know.
Chino.
You're never gonna get that moment back. So just let it go. No, but yeah.
And you're responsible for the Black Eyed Peas. I understand these
fuck
things.
Chino.
I understand.
Right, and he's responsible for the Black Eyed Peas. So yeah, you've seen Deftones?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
They're pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, they throw a
Definitely.
good set for sure. So
Yeah.
and
Do you remember the last concert? You probably don't remember. Do you remember? He remembers getting there. I'm not sure he remembers leaving the Deftones concert.
Oh yeah, Thanksgiving.
man.
Yeah, Thanksgiving like 2
things.
years ago.
Thanks to producer
Yeah.
Scott here. He got some good tickets for us. He got a bunch of tickets, and yeah, we got a
Yeah,
ride
that
service
was-
there, and then
That was like 4 years ago.
and I don't know if he remembers being.
I
coming out.
remember everything.
Okay.
I remember everything. I had a lot to fucking drink. I spent like $250 in swag. I bought like 10 shirts. 10 shirts. I bought a little fucking 1/4-inch tape. Yeah, I had a good time. It was a good time. I had a lot to drink. I had a lot to drink that night. But okay, we're back. So anyway, Rob. So what? And so you an MC? You like to you rap a little bit?
Rob, how'd you get your rap? How'd the rap career start?
So my rap career started, man. The actual career started post prison. you know, but I started rhyming at an early age, you know, 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
You know, I realized that I had the gift of putting words together and actually putting them on music, you know, on instrumentals. And, you know, it started on the bus, man. You know, rhyming on the bus, kicking this little stupid freestyle.
You got to keep your mind sane, you know.
Yeah, man, you know. And
kind of block everything else out.
Yeah, I started to take a liking to it, and, you know, friends around me took a liking to it. You know, a couple of them actually reached out to me like, hey, man, you're actually really good at that, you know. And ever since then, man, you know, I've always had a passion for music. Music has always been in my family. You know, my father, he was a singer. You know, my sisters, both of my sisters, amazing piano players. One sings. You know, it's just it's been in me.
That's cool.
It's been in me, yeah.
So it's time to get it out.
It's time to get it out, man. So, you know, in prison, you know, I had a lot of time to think about where I was at, where I could be at, what I was doing, and what I can do, what I did, and what I want to do.
Right.
And that was an important part of my life. Like, I can't say that I would be here without going through that process.
Right.
Luckily, you know, along the way I would meet good people, such as Kpook. You know, I met Kpook at the end of my bid. I was actually just really by the time I got to TI, I was already had my mind frame on exiting. So I had been writing like crazy. But being in there, you know, it's kind of hard because
they let you keep all your writing, you know.
Yeah, you can keep all your writing
journals
and you know, keep your journals and stuff. You know, sometimes they come in there and they go through your shit.
Sure.
They tear you down about, oh, you're a rapper or what are you?
Right,
you know, they tear you down.
Talking shit.
But that's all just fuel for the flame.
Right.
You know, so like I said, I was able to meet Kpook on my exit.
So how long were you with Kpook at TI? How long did
it's about a year and a half.
About a year and a
half?
half?
A year and a half.
So
I met him at the end of it. Like my last, I'll say, 4 or 5 months, we were able to really connect. And he realized that I was writing, but I didn't have anything to write to. You know, I was in there literally listening to music in my head or maybe hearing something off the radio, using those instrumentals and writing. And he tells me, you know, hey, man, you know, I have one of these MP3s too, but I have a section that's dedicated to only instrumentals because I'm into music too. I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
You can use these. You can use this. You know, this is mine. You can have this for as many hours out the day that you want to create and write because I know that how hard it is to write without music. And, man, it was a blessing because
was it good shit? Was it good shit on there?
Yeah, it was some good shit, man. You know, his playlist, you know, and it's funny because when you meet people in there, a lot of people have these stories of who they are.
A lot of shit talking.
And what they do.
Talking
and
sideways out their mouths,
you know?
yeah.
So it was really refreshing when you meet somebody and the vibe is genuine.
Right.
It wasn't like he was coming to me in a boastful way. He just said, hey, man, you know, I do music. I'm a DJ. I've done this before. I have some instrumentals. You could use them. Boom.
How'd you guys cross paths?
We were in,
I mean, like, you know, the prison story. How'd you cross paths?
We crossed paths through a mutual friend.
Yeah.
So we had a mutual friend, good dude named Aunt Bailey. He was a real good dude to me, and he was just like, "Hey man, my boy, you know
who kind of has a reputation." So did you know about him before you met him?
I didn't know this dude. You know,
so just a stranger.
Aunt just kind of spoke up for me because Aunt knew what I did, and he knows I'm always trying to help people. And then Aunt was like, "Hey, I know someone
who needs you right now.
Well, you know, why don't you guys?" I remember Aunt's like, "Why don't you guys link up?"
Yeah.
And we just linked up, and then he told me what he was doing. And I was like, "Look, man, I got music. I don't mind. I'm gonna let you have this. Here, take this thing."
Wait, but I got a question. Like, because when you say like you didn't, you know, cross paths and you know each other, I don't know. You guys kind of the way you make it seem like you're like you live cities away from each other. You guys see each other in the fucking day every day, don't you?
Well,
I mean,
we would see each other, but you guys like, and what was crazy was I was in B unit and he was in A unit.
Okay.
And so you know there was times where we cross and go out, but some people just have their little paths of things that they're gonna do. So, but once you get introduced to somebody or something, you just kind of like I would see him on my way back and be like, hold on, man, I'm gonna go to my bedroom and get my MP3 player, or I'm coming back with my MP3 player from coming from the South Yard, and he just happens to be going.
And you hand it off to him?
I'm like, hey man, you know what? Here, I don't need this right now.
Yeah.
Keep it all night.
That's cool. That's cool, right?
And that's really what happened. You know, that's what a lot of my story building, like even some of the songs that I still do to this day, were done through that transaction. Him handing them off to me. Hey man, I'm going to sleep. I wouldn't go to sleep. You know,
Right.
I try to stay up as
Stay
late
up
as I
and
could. You
just
know,
write
lights out
push
like
wor-
at
push
10
words, man.
They put you to bed like 10 o'clock, like your child or whatever.
Lights off, 10
yeah,
o'clock.
yeah. So, but I was staying up. I was writing. I was using those instrumentals. Maybe you stay up to like 2, 3 in the morning. Go to sleep, wake up, and then in passing again, maybe to go get something to eat. I pass it back to him.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, man. So
I wanted anyone that I knew that had, because when I was in there, I'm still thinking, I need to find talent. I know what's in here. When I come out, I know people. So it's kind of like whatever I had, because you heard the term of digging in the crates. I was going in that MP3 where we bought our music, and I was looking for original samples
Right.
and instrumentals so that I could say, well, this is where this came from, this is where this came from, and this is where you can listen to. And I would say, here, take this. Here's the section of instrumentals. If you're an MC, here's your opportunity. Or here's this song where you can kind of do here's this break beat right here where you can do what you need to do. I didn't mind because I knew I'd get it back.
Right.
I'm going to listen to it regardless.
Right.
Because I was picking for the talent.
Right.
And then,
But you see that, Rob? Like, that's the thing. He was looking at almost a 16-year fucking bit, and and when we go down there and visit him, like Kpook would still be like so fucking
Producing.
like producing. Nobody, he'd be up. He'd be like, "What's up?" And he'd be in good spirits.
Yeah.
I know that there's got to be. Everyone has times. Like I said, 3 weeks ago, I had to fucking shut down and fucking and recharge. But the man's fucking genuine, Rob. You know, like I said, when Kpook says, "Hey, you got a friend in me," you got a friend, man.
Yeah, and that's what I felt. It was a good vibes all around. And
did you ever perform with him while you guys were there?
That's a funny thing, So it's hard to perform.
No, I know, but I couldn't even believe when he was
definitely, after writing, I don't want to go into detail of how it happened, but somehow music would get displayed to us. We would have an opportunity to play the music out loud on speakers,
and the PA system,
and then I'd be able to come in there and do my thing, and perform, really perform and practice. It was like a good thing for me because I had so much built up in me. I had an opportunity to finally get it out. Boom. He hears it and he's like, "Hey man, like you got something." I'm really genuine about that. When I see something in somebody, I think that you got it. And I was just happy to hear that because that was a very low point in my life.
For sure.
I didn't know. I didn't even at that point. I didn't know how far I could go. I just had an idea. But when you hear somebody else bring you that good energy and them good vibes and tell you, "Hey man, you know what? You're doing all right."
Yeah,
You
it means a
can do
lot,
this.
right?
It
helps.
means a lot.
Yeah,
man.
for
So
sure.
I practice that a lot, and I hope that other people do that as well. And it doesn't even have to be something as big as music. It could be anything that you see somebody doing and they're trying. You take a second and you stop and you look at them and say, "Hey man, good job."
Yeah.
And see how their face lights up. And it's crazy because you might do that one day and the person will look at you like you're crazy,
right?
Because they don't ever hear that,
right?
And I hope and I preach it.
So what in performing inside there? Do you just doing it in front of it's like just your A unit or how?
So no,
in front of
we
all
would actually get a little crazy with it and we take it out to the yard,
Yeah.
And when you're in there and it's crazy, but something gets told to somebody and it catches wildfire. So I tell this dude that I like to do music, and then within 24 hours, there's a rapper on the yard. So what I mean?
Right.
I'm coming out for breakfast, and it's like, "Oh, I heard you're a rapper." So now it's like that kind of pushed me to. It's like, yes, I am. You know, and I had to step up to the plate. So you know what we were gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. We're going to put our instrumentals on at lunch. We'll see you there. You know what I mean? You be there without no choice and stuff. So, I'm not going to run from it. I seen it as an opportunity, man. It was good. And when I got in there and I would vibe and I would really get it, I would see these people's faces light up. And like you said, these are some dudes that have 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
To see their faces light up through something that I was doing, now that was a breaking point for me. Like, wow.
Yeah, you bring that happiness to the people.
I mean,
was it your first audience?
What he missed, though, when he left,
wow.
You missed what I constructed from after that.
Nah, yeah, I wasn't there.
When you left, then I was able to, when they had the holiday bands come out, the rock bands come out. Well, I ended up creating a band after you left, and I started rocking shows.
Wow.
T.I. Pimps.
Wow, that's amazing.
I started rocking because they didn't want no rapper, no nothing being done out there.
Really?
And I just found a way how to take a band
Yeah.
and tell them what songs we want to do, and we just basically would change the sound, and then I would just start rhyming. Like I did 5 minutes of funk. I did Keep Passing Me By, all the MC's parts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got the band out there, and everyone's like, what? And everyone's sitting there and going crazy because I'm willing to go out there and do it. But the CEOs were like, well, we can't do rap. And I'm like, well, I'm not. This is rock music, and I'm just putting some lyrics over it. But I'm using old lyrics from old songs. So they're like,
Then they don't fucking
and
know.
they don't know.
They don't know.
And then everyone else was like, cool. So for a whole year, I was doing shows out there.
Wow.
And it was fun. And then I actually did a show before I left.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, how it all started, I started doing shows for when people were leaving the drug program.
Oh wow, that's amazing, man.
So then we did our first show, boom, and then we did another show. So every time someone was graduating, I was emceeing their thing. Like the wardens are looking like, what?
See, Rob, you left way too soon.
I know, you know what? I was just gonna apologize. I'm so sorry that I missed those shows, but
But it was just fun.
Yeah,
but
that's dope.
so who knows what's going on now? But I was taking like.
Oh,
and
I bet you fucking T.I. is fucking boring.
Oh, I've heard some stories now. It's like it's a whole. I think when I left, here was the funny thing. When I left, the COs and the captain and the warden that we have, they were happy that I was. They were happy and sad that I was leaving.
Yeah.
They were sad because now they had no go-to guy who can get along with every nationality there and figure stuff out and get it done. But they were happy because now they could run the prison the way they fucking. Because I wouldn't let them. Like, oh no.
Right.
We're not. This.
You ever
this,
you know
this
what?
is
You
not
ever
about
you
to
ever look
happen
into
like
like maybe they got a program you can go back and help people at the TI.
Well,
Did you ever look
Like
into
Rob
that?
was doing.
Well, I'm gonna wait for a year and see what happens at this point, and because some people have been going back to the prisons, but it just really depends on how they want to accept you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I got out a whole different way than everybody else, so it can
Oh,
work.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
It can work to a bonus of me going and telling these guys, especially with the help from you guys getting this show, look, I've been out 11 months. I'm working for the city. I haven't gotten in trouble. My PO is like relaxed. I've traveled.
But do you think are you saying that some of the prisoners would look at you a different way because of the way you got turned out?
No, they're not. No, they're happy because
okay.
they were happy about
Right.
that. So it might be a good thing for them saying, look, you guys just stay positive,
Right.
stay focused,
Stay out of trouble.
Look, there's jobs out there for you.
Yeah.
You can come
You
on
can-
out.
you
can be successful and don't just like I used to go in the TV room and like, why are we watching Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah.
Why are we watching Baby Boy again? Why are we watching Friday 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Because they're funny.
No, not after
I
the
got you.
20th time.
Yeah, but I got you.
You know every move. I mean, every scene of the movie. So it's kind of like, why don't we watch something that's gonna help us, or not watch it at all?
They ever show you guys Caddyshack?
I mean, look, I had to. The only way if my TV time, if Caddyshack was on, or Animal House was on, then I'm saying, just watch this because this is funny. Blues Brothers is on. I'm sitting there like, hey, you got to get the band back.
Getting the band back together.
Get the band back together. But things would change. But it's whatever you make of prison is up to you how you want to construct your life. Because if you're gonna stay like that in that zone, and then you're gonna get out, you're gonna still be stuck in that zone.
No, it's nice that you guys, you're right. You could get stuck in a real negative fucking, angle there for sure. But you guys both, like I said, music.
Both of them found the positive.
Yeah,
and the negative.
the music is. I mean, if you're invested in it, and you're whether you're an MC or you have instruments to play, then you have some sort of escape. I mean, I imagine that's fucking.
Yeah.
That's great, but a lot of people don't like, a lot of people just sit and just do their time, right? I mean,
they do their
and
time.
they're miserable and shit,
Yeah, Rob. So you got out when?
I got out in 2014.
2014.
Yeah,
and on
14.
your way out, you knew what you were doing next.
I knew what I could do.
Okay, and then
it
how
was
did you get your
quarantine.
music?
So
Because you're not a music guy, you're a lyrics guy.
Yeah.
So when you got out, how did you I need my music? How'd you get your music?
So my first step that I took when getting out was, finding somebody that had an interest in somebody who didn't have any money but wanted to, still connect with them. So no, but I was released into San Francisco.
Okay.
Because Sacramento did not have a halfway house.
Gotcha.
So being in San Francisco,
a lot of talent.
There's something that goes on there, and there's good energy, good vibes there.
Yeah.
And
Positive people up there.
And not a lot of people have stuff. Being placed in the area, we were let out in the Tenderloin district, and I don't know if you know much about that, but it's like one of the, it's a struggling area.
It's community.
There, it's one of the more struggling areas, and it was.
Would you call that San Francisco's version of Watts with white people?
Tenderloin?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have what is it? Row up here?
Skid Row?
Skid Row.
It's similar to that.
Gotcha.
That's where they decide to place
a halfway house.
People that are being released from prison. Where you could get out and you're left. You see this on the right, you see that. There's opportunities to do things that aren't.
The row's like 8 blocks that way.
It's just like that. So being there, I was looking out and I said, you know what, man, in order to, get out of this, I need to stay here, stay focused here. But what I mean by that is, when you get out of prison, you have an opportunity to go to the halfway house, and then you have an opportunity to ask to go back home.
And you have the opportunity to go back to prison if you're not careful.
Or, do the ankle monitor thing. Yeah. I felt like being in such a place like the Tenderloin, it was driving me. It was pushing me, seeing what could be and what could happen if I took the left turn or if I went the right turn. I needed to be reminded of that every single day. So I stayed there, and, I went and got me a job. I got me a little bit of money. I took that money to a studio. I couldn't buy a lot of time, but to be able to get in there for an hour or two and release on what I had built up over the years, it was amazing, man. It was really amazing. And even then, I did not know that I was gonna just put everything down and just do music. It didn't come until I was put into other situations that we are put in after prison, such as going to a job, such as being placed in positions at a job that you're not so comfortable at, or you just realize, hey man, this isn't the place for me.
No, it doesn't look good on an application that you've been in prison.
Yeah,
but it looks great. It looks great on your rapping application.
Well, you know what? It's funny because I don't think that matters, man.
No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't.
Because
it
I was
matter,
able.
But it does, though.
I was able.
That's how society is.
It's funny because I used that. I used the fact that my resume or whatever you want to call it was a little bit tainted. I used that as a reason why I was going to go harder in those positions. So I started a job as a dishwasher, but I watched the manager, the whole time until one day, I felt like, I watched this manager enough that I could go over there and try to take his position. And that's kind of how it happened. And that's how I took the approaches in different jobs until I was working at a place called Joe's Crab Shack, and I had a boss, man, real good dude, Chris Suber. He was he was one of the youngest bosses that I've had, but he was up there.
Good head on his shoulders.
He ran the business. He came.
What city?
He came from San Diego, but we were in San Francisco.
You're in San Francisco.
So he came from San Diego. He took over Joe's Crab Shack. And while he was there, he seen that I really, really, really wanted to move up positions. The resume thing, yeah, you're right. I wasn't technically able to move to these positions, but it created a spot that said, you know what, you can learn all this stuff that I know. So I went there and I learned each and every day. And finally, I was able to, take a manager position. There was going to be days when some days maybe that manager can't show up. And
he says, funny. Rob, you run it.
Rob's here. I feel a little bit good about the situation. Rob's been watching me like a hawk since he's been here. Boom, and they gave me the opportunity. So I ran the manager role for like 2 years.
Oh, wow. Right on.
In those 2 years, I learned a lot. But what I really learned is that all the time that I was putting into being a manager,
wasn't
I probably
going into
could
music.
put that time into myself. So I remember having good days, like good work hours, good days, good checks.
I mean, you got to make some scratch, though.
Yeah, you got to make some scratch.
Checks were good, but
you
it
gotta
wasn't.
Make some scratch, but I'm a heavy believer in whatever you put your time into, that's where you're going to see the results. So, like I said, I was working like 60-hour weeks at Joe's Crab Shack.
Right.
And then I realized, hey, man, if I keep putting all this time into that, nothing's gonna come for this,
Yeah.
which is the music. So what I did is I traded off. It was a leap of faith.
Cold turkey, just quit
Cold
it.
turkey.
Just quit.
Cold
Wow.
turkey. You know, I was put in a position one day. I was just like, man, you know, this is not where I need to be. And I went and approached the boss, and I let him know I could no longer be here, man. Hope that you understand. You know, it
See you at the Grammys.
yeah, you know, it was they didn't really understand at first, but I believe now, them looking at what I've done in such a little time, that they understand why I stepped away so quickly.
Did you have a plan?
My plan was to just get down to it, man. Get the nitty gritty. 60 hours a week that I was putting into my job, I wanted to put it in music. That was
Gotcha.
the first plan. Everything else, you know, it's all.
So it's like you hit the studio time
Like
and just
studio
keep going.
time or go on
hit
tour?
the studio time. Okay,
Get
so
some
I had a
gigs.
lot of material, but I didn't have the time to get into the studio because I'm working 8 hours a day, and my hours were killing me too. You know, I was working from 2 p.m., closing the restaurant at 2 a.m. After that, I'm tired. I gotta go to sleep. You know,
Right.
sometimes I would be able to write, but really, it was just it was blocking me. So it was a leap of faith. I said, you know what, I'm done with this, and ever since then, you know, it's glory to God, man, because things been falling in place. You know, I got good people around me, surrounding me, you know, really, really in my corner, rooting me on, you know, and for the most part, I realized that, yeah, you got to make the scratch, but you got to go for what you're here for,
Yeah,
too.
your dreams, right?
And I
For
believe
sure.
that we were put on this earth to do more than just go and make a paycheck and, you know, hit the bills and get those done. That's my belief. So
Yeah, until you have kids,
Until-
and then it's about that paycheck.
Yeah,
But you're down here in LA right now chasing that dream.
Yeah, man.
How'd
So-
you get how do you get your performances, and how did last night's performance
So it's
go?
crazy because my performances that I get, like I said, I got a real good team, a real good people that are around me. It's some of my closest family members, you know. My cousin, she's here today. Even when I was in prison, she would push me. She'd come visit me, and she'd say, what are you doing? Are you writing? Are you taking classes? What are you doing? Are you just chilling? What's going on? And after I got out, I still had that. So to make a long story short, she is actually in position in helping me find these gigs. You know, she lives in LA. I live in the Bay Area, but she finds these gigs and she's like, "Yo, there's a show.
I got one."
Boom. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
like
get
fishing,
there.
Kpook. It's
I'm
like
gonna get
fishing.
there. You know, even before, you know, she booked a gig for me. My first gig that she booked for me. Her and another cousin of mine, Alex, they put together this real dope art show. And they were like, hey, man, we're putting on an art show. There's an opportunity for you to get up here, do your thing, make music in front of people. I would still have the job. You know, I asked my boss, hey, man, I want to go do this music. You know, can I get the day off? Can I get 2 days off so I could go to LA? And he was like, nah, man, I really can't do 2 days. I could do maybe 1 day, you know. And that made me realize, too, like, I can't be doing this. I can't be doing both. Boom, but I did it. So I worked. I flew out here. I did the show. I told her, hey, she said, what do you want to do when you get out? I said, I want to get there. I want to get to the show. I had it all planned out. I want to get pregame. You know, I want to have some drinks. Do the show. After that, I want to go out. So she put all that in place. You know, all I had to do was fly out here. She picked me up. She took me to the show. After the show, there was crazy mixed drinks being thrown my way. In the morning, I just remember being picked up off the couch and told, hey, you know you got to go home because you got to work
back to
today.
Right back to LAX.
You know what I mean? And I was,
Back to
you
the
know,
grind.
and, you know, hopped on the plane and came back to work. And I was like, damn, that was just
Rock star,
amazing.
dude,
You know
right?
what I mean? And I wanted it. It fed, you know, I was finally fed, you know. So ever since then, I just been pushing, man.
So where'd you play last night?
I played at this place called The Mint. I've never played there before,
On
but
Pico.
yeah, off Pico,
Yeah.
and they say they've been there for 80 years.
Yeah.
Man, it was real good, and it was
Yeah, yeah.
crazy because of the experience, man. The place itself, when you walk in there, you feel.
Don't they have that stage? It's kind of like, 4 foot high.
Uh-huh.
Is it that elevated? Right? Yeah, that's
so
cool.
we got in The Mint. We got in The Mint, and they gave me 30 minutes at The Mint.
Right. So I was going to ask you, Rob. So are you just MC solo by yourself,
I'm
or
solo.
do you have a band that backs you up? Play?
Solo,
or?
man. I'm solo. You know, I got some good people that reach out to me with good instrumentals.
Oh,
you know,
so,
they see the
so
vision.
you got it all laid out, like
Yeah.
where you just go and look, here's my
Yeah.
instrumentals,
Yeah.
and you just go from top to bottom?
Yep,
That's
just like
cool.
that, man. And I didn't realize how You know, that's not being done a lot nowadays. You know, I got there and, you know, I'm by myself and they're like, you're by yourself? And like, yeah.
Where's your
you
crew?
know,
Where's your
where
posse?
they at, you
Here,
know?
plug this
It's
in.
just
I'm ready
me,
to go.
You
Give
know,
me a live mic.
and my family, my cousins, you know, we showed up and we had opportunity. Like I said, we had 30 minutes. They let me run it. You know, I did my best. You know, God.
And
God was
is
with
there
me.
any like in between time you know to do a little freestyle on the mic, shout outs, and talk to people and shit?
No,
or?
not in between, but before and after.
So basically, it's like a book. You like once you start, you're set. You just go for all. How many tracks you do?
I did 10 tracks.
10
no,
tracks.
I did 11 tracks.
11
last
tracks
night.
in from fucking start to finish.
Start to finish, 30 minutes.
Wow,
man.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like that, you don't really see a lot of people doing it like
No,
that.
not
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's cool, man.
It was amazing, man. Like I said,
And so what are your songs about? Like what do you do?
So
like,
my songs are really about where I have been. You know, it's a storyline, you know, of events that I have been in. I can't speak for anybody else or what
Sure.
they've been through, or, you know, so I tell a story through my eyes, what I've seen, where I've been, you know, and it's a real genuine story, you know. I try my best to stay along those lines and not detour, you know, because it's kind of easy to get off track. But,
Sure.
you know, when you're focused
yeah,
on
you go to a fucking
presenting-
Kanye show and he ended up just talking to you guys for fucking 30 minutes about bullshit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Nothing.
but, you know,
That's
that,
what you mean. Like you could divert off that.
you could
shit,
divert
you
off
know?
of that, but you know, to each his own. You know that
Yeah.
this is it's art. You know
Right,
what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
for
not
sure.
that's not any worse or better than what I'm
No,
doing. You know, it's just
I'd-
my art.
I'd go
So-
fucking see Kanye fucking talk shit for 20 minutes
yeah.
and then
So
do his song.
However you decide to portray your artwork, you know, that's how you decide. But me, you know, like I like being able to get on stage and just run through my tracks.
That's awesome, dude. So
you
where
know?
do you have your tracks like on Spotify or iTunes?
Okay, so
or do you,
Spotify,
how does the audience get a hold of your tracks?
The
and listen to
audience
what
can
you're doing?
go. They could look me up. My name is Rob Woods. The Double Shot Espresso album has been the most played album this year. That album alone tells a good story about me and my mindset on this music industry and everything that I'm going for. So I did an album called Double Shot Espresso, which kind of sums up what I think of the music industry. And I look at music as, you know, it's going to sound kind of funny, but music is just like walking into a coffee shop, you know. You walk into a Starbucks or a Pete's or a Phil's and you got all these different types of drinks that you have, right? Frappuccinos, cappuccinos, you got your lattes, mochas. One thing that I do notice that from each and every shop is they have that double shot of espresso, and every drink that is built and sold, it has that black coffee bean, it has that root. So you never really walk into a Starbucks and say, hey, let me get whipped cream, or let me get sugar, or let me get milk. No, you say, let me get a mixture of these things with that black coffee bean, that double shot of espresso, you know, and that's what I portray to the music, you know what I mean? I like, you know, frappes and lattes and all. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the different genres of music, and I hear people talk down on, you know, other styles and things like that, but that's not. I don't practice that.
Sure,
it's your choice. It's your preference.
Right.
And what I bring to the table, like I said, is just that short, black, strong cup.
Well, let me ask you two questions. The first question is, and I know MCs really, really hate this question. If you were to compare yourself to anyone, who do you compare yourself to?
I love this question because I compare myself to my father, my grandfather. You know, you asked me a question that now I get to give you the real insight. You know, my name is Robert Louis Woods. I'm named after my grandfather, you know, so I stand for something. So whenever I'm making music or I'm doing something, I think about how will my grandfather look while he's listening to me, you know, and it helps me. It helps me stay on track. It helps me build the lines, build the rhymes, you know, and just do what I got to do.
Build the lines,
you know?
build the rhymes.
Yeah, so that's who I compare myself to, man.
Okay.
No other artist, no other person, no other.
That's a good answer. I like that.
You know.
All right, and then my next question to you is, give me your top 5 MCs.
Top 5 MCs.
You don't have to give the number as this is number 1. Give me your personal top 5.
The top 5, man. Everybody wants to do 5, man. You know.
It's hard to put 5 in the basket, right?
But honestly, man, I really loved listening to Most Def. You know.
Yeah.
Talib, Jay-Z.
Yep.
I love Kanye. You
Yep.
know, and of course, if we're talking greats, Pop. These are all people that kind of carved their own image in the game and like just stuck to their lane.
That's a solid
Did
5.
their thing.
Right? You agree? Solid 5.
It's a good 5.
What about? Is there any other musical inspiration that you carry with you to not so much just MCs, but like music-wise too, like bands, solo artists, R&B singers. Is there anybody that you kind of keep in your back pocket, in the back of your head as inspiration and what you like listening to?
Well, it's a little bit far from hip hop or whatever, but I grew up, as a kid, I wanted to be Michael Jackson, somebody who was a great artist, not only an artist but a great performer, somebody that could wear all hats, and connect different people, and that's what I like to do. Color boundary, that's nothing. With Michael Jackson, he was somebody that could step in front of a crowd
he broke barrier,
and just present straight dopeness. You know what I mean? It doesn't
entertainer.
Matter. Yeah, and so that's always in my back pocket.
So let me we'll give you another question here. If you had an opportunity to choose 3 people that you would like to make a song with, living or non-living, who would they be?
Non-living, Marvin Gaye.
Okay. Who else?
Stevie Wonder.
And who's your third? Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, man. You get a song with Michael Jackson, man. You could die a happy man, But those are just some real great people.
Those are heavy hitters.
No music.
Those are heavy hitters.
Those are real heavy hitters.
Yeah.
I was just listening to an interview today on Questlove's radio show, and I would advise everyone to take the time out to go on. And I'm not trying to give this company any kind of sponsorship, but go on Pandora and listen to the Questlove show. Yeah. He did an interview with Roy Ayers, which I heard motherfucker and fuck and blah, 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 and this and that so many times out of Roy Ayers' mouth. Mm-hmm. But when I was listening to it, I learned so much from that show, but I found out that Roy Ayers and Rick James did an album together.
Crazy combination.
And they did a lot of old songs from Roy Ayers that he did, and Rick James was the singer, like Sunshine and stuff like that. And I'm like, I need to go and hear this. Yeah. Because for those 2 crazy MFs to get together and do a song, I need to listen to it. You know what I mean? And Roy Ayers is someone that I didn't realize his talent. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if you've listened to him.
Yeah.
But if you get the opportunity to listen to him, and while you're at a state of MCing, I think you might want to see and maybe give this man a call before it gets too old, because he's open to work.
Is that right?
So hopefully you can it can help you out also.
Man, I'll check it out, man. Definitely
do.
Well, there's Pook's push for Pandora.
There he goes. You heard it?
No, it's cool, man. It's all right.
Well, I have a friend that works there, so maybe he'll do something for us.
Do you have any shows coming up, Rob?
Man,
when you come back to LA?
So, I plan on coming back to LA within the next 2 weeks. But as far as the shows, I'm in a moment right now where I'm trying to do as many shows as possible, like to the extent of like
get it out.
I might step outside and do a show. You
right
know
out
what
here
I mean?
on the
Just
side,
so I
on
can
the
have
steps
the
right here?
experience, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, but as far as upcoming shows, we don't have anything in the dates right now at the moment. But hopefully.
We should let you do a song right here tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna let that. What about? Do you have an album? Do you have an album out that people can get to?
Double Shot Espresso album. It's available on Spotify, iTunes, Pandora, Tidal. Go and check that out, man. If you love.
You're on Tidal?
Tidal. I am on Tidal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's big.
Hey, man,
the most expensive online subscription of music allowed, and that's Jay-Z's.
Yeah.
stuff.
You know what I just caught the other night? I saw Jay-Z's OJ video. You seen that?
Is that sick or what?
Dude, that is some fucking...
That is a sick video.
Dude, no, you seen it yet, Rob? You seen the OJ? Dude, I mean, Jay's a fucking innovator for sure.
Right. I wasn't always a Jay-Z fan.
Yeah, he pushes the envelope. Yeah, and he's fucking great with lyrics. But I mean, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
Hey, listen, when in that OJ, if you were not listening to the lyrics he was saying, he was teaching you what you should.
No, but the best part too is when he's going to run down run down the like I'm black and black, and then he goes to the sample of OJ going, I'm not black, I'm OJ. And then JG just sit there and he goes, okay, that just fuck you, fucking OJ.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Yeah, but that's a good fucking song. Good album.
Just like Tiger Woods, I'm not black. Yeah. I'm blackanese.
I transcend color.
I transcend.
Can I get a 1, 2? 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect.
All right, you can turn that up. Let's hang out for a second. What are we listening to? What's going on?
Lou man, what's up? You really know now that you are a very important part of the show. You got the soundtrack in the back going.
Yeah.
And then, especially when we have a guest here, we always got to come and talk to you.
Yeah.
So, Lou man, what's going on? It's summertime. What do you have going on for the upcoming weeks or so?
Man, it's summertime. I just got my license back today. So, I'm really happy. I'd like to welcome our guests, man, to the LOUDLABS. It's an honor, to be here spinning and have you here too, man. Coming down and do your thing. I love being in the kitchen here with y'all, man. Tuesday, Wednesdays, how we do LOUDLABS. Get in the mix, some vinyl right now. Busting through on some, LA homies right here, the Aesthetics crew.
Okay.
So gonna get in the mix, and then I think we'll get some tracks right here.
Right. Yeah. But what you got? You got anything coming up?
Shoot, man.
You got any events coming up?
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
I got for sure. I got B-Boy Summit. Shout out to B-Girl Asia. I'm a DJ at B-Boy Summit, Asia 1, B-Boy Summit. I'm gonna be there for spinning for both days. That's in August. I'm gonna do the LA Breakers 30 or 35 year anniversary. LAB. Shout out to Fresh, Nonstop, all the LAB homies. I'll be DJing for some of those battles. I'll be here at LOUDLABS. You can catch me on KPFK Break Beats and Rhymes 90.7 every Saturday, 12 to 2. Mm-hmm. And then, off the top right now, I mean, what else? That's it right now, man. I know there's other stuff, but right now I'm like,
You're in circles.
I'm in the kitchen right now.
You're in the kitchen.
It's getting hot.
Well, listen, man, and now. Anything, so you're part of the family now. You're part of the LOUDLAB family. Yeah. DJ Lou Man's part of the LOUDLAB family. So now when you come to LA, just call up Lou Man. And you guys get together. He could do the cuts for you. So now you don't have to just be there doing your tracks.
Yeah. Cousin,
you got make it happen. You guys get with Lou Man. Lou Man, my cousin's coming to town. And I've seen. Listen. I've seen Lou Man get down. Like when I first got out, Lou Man took me to the Most Def in last party in LA concert, and he was on the stage and he was doing his thing. So I know he knows what he's doing. So you got yourself a DJ that's holding it down right now.
And this dude's saying that. I know you know a lot of DJs, so for you to tell me that, I'm like, I'll take that.
I know a lot of DJs, but I know a lot of freaking DJs. I have DJs that are very good friends of mine that are up here. Yeah. But if I'm gonna do something that I know that I want to be done, and I know that it's gonna be done, that's my main man right there, DJ Lou Man. DJ Lou Man holds it down. He's ready to go. He's like his fingers are always ready to go. Like, wait a minute, something's wrong. You don't got where's the can go at?
Oh man, I've been running around DMV all day. I've been at the DMV. I've been applying for work, man. I've been out, picked up the kids, dropped them off, went to Sam's Club. Got food. Man, came here sober as shit. So Oh, we're good, man.
So it's a whole good new one, right?
I love it, bro. I love
All
it.
right, well,
Loud
listen.
Labs represent.
Loud Labs represent. This is the show that you got to stay with. You see, we just talk to any and everybody. We get comfortable conversations for people to understand, and then you can feel it because you and me and everybody else has people that have situations, and with those situations, you can feel that you're not alone.
Yeah, and
you are never alone.
I think with you saying that is true. Sometimes I feel like, we might feel alone, or somebody else might not be in a situation. But like for people like us, that's why we got Loud Labs. We could put it out there.
Put it out there.
They could tune in the podcast on iTunes, Loud Labs. Go up to the iTunes podcast and then click on there. You can check all the shows with Aloe Black. We got informational shows on like marijuana and medicinal marijuana. Man, I mean, we got the Kitchen in the Mix, all vinyl. I think we had the Baker Boys. That was like the the very first show.
Boys,
woo, man. And yeah, man, it's been a great role, man. I love it. And for real life, man, my license has been like suspended for like a couple of years now, man. And I managed to get all the way around DJing. Thank you to my lovely girl, Doll. And we make it happen, and now it's just cool. I got it back today. I'm flying, man.
Shotgun now.
I'm flying.
Hey, but he loved riding shotgun. Hey, he always be like, yeah, I'm shotgun. I'm shotgun. But listen, before we get out of here, we have a performance that is going to happen. This is the first performance that we've going to have on Loud Labs, and that's not the last. It's nowhere near the last, but it is going to be the first. And it's with our man Rob from the Sacktown. He's representing California to the fullest, but he's also representing Alaska, Florida, Oklahoma, and everything else like that. So before we let you go, we're going to let you guys get entertained by my main man. Rob, are you ready? Are you ready to take this microphone and do your thing?
Ready, baby.
Okay, man, we're going to do this. Thank you for coming to the Loud Lab show.
I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
Yeah. This song right here, it has meaning to me. It's called Real Love. It's a feeling that I feel every time I touch down on the music. It was written in the back of my 1996 Toyota Camry. And I didn't always have the labs. I would use the speakers in there just to get tuned in. Yeah. Been feeling pressures from the world, which make me feel like I should drink. Disconnect from all, connect my pad with my ink. I hope it's genuine, this love I get, I don't know what to think. Am I captain of the ship, or they want to see me sink? I probably never cop that mink or drive that car that's really fast. I've been struggling all my life to make it to upper middle class. Remember days I'm running late to school and couldn't get a pass. F's I got from teachers, I just used it as a gas. My father said he knew I had the shot. He told me to take it, told me just to be myself. If I don't, I be faking. If I do, then I be breaking every rule I ever made. Never trade my pride and joy for the sake of getting paid. Oh Lord, I know I said I'd never do some things, but I've been grinding through the light and I done made it through the rain. They tell me everything is good. I said that everything the same. They say that God has never changed, so I remain the same. Like, oh Lord, I done spent some nights in the car. I've been grinding like a dog with my mind on the stars. Like, oh Lord, I done spent some nights in the car. I've been grinding like a dog with my mind on the stars. Like, oh Lord, I done spent some days on the curb. I ain't never said a word with my mind on superb. Like, oh Lord, like, oh Lord, oh Lord, like, oh Lord, yeah. Like I said, this was in the back of the Camry, man. The Camry was good to me, you know what I mean? It was a good ride. If it broke down, I'd hop out and push it and keep going. Yeah. Like, oh Lord, like a lot. Right. Right. Ricky passed me a couple. Matter of fact, I need double. Baby, spared me the trouble. Brody made graduation. We've been so patient. This is just the beginning. Hey, the block keep calling. Mom and pops keep calling. But the way that we ballin', hey, they loving me now. They plugging me now. They loving me now. Yeah. You see them little vocals? It's a little, I tried to do it, you know. I'm not a singer, but I like to get it in sometimes. I make it. I make it. I make it. Hey. Okay, block down there before, lock down there before, pop round there before, talk round what you know. I've been cooking for a minute, homie, let me in it. I love my city and my section, so I represent it. Represent it, matter of fact, we is the reinvented. Upgraded places and learn from places that we'd have been in. I love my city and my section when I'm in the town. And every time I'm on these beats, I know it's going down. Hey. I love jazz. My father plays the saxophone, so I just let the sax talk to you. Hey, I didn't have a hook for this one. I didn't really know what to call it, but it spoke to me. And it said, now this is soul music, so let your soul use it. Yeah, this is soul music, so let your soul use it. I said I made soul music, so let your soul use it, huh? Hey, soul music, soul music, soul music, yeah. Hey, talk to me. Shout out to Ricky on the beat. Ricky's behind the beats, he's on the pianos, he's on the keys, he's on the sax. Yeah. Soul music, soul music, soul music, yeah. Soul music, soul music, soul music, yeah. Yeah. I made the song to get in touch with one soul. That was my only goal. Yeah. It's soul music, soul music, soul music, yeah. Slow music, soul music, soul music, yeah. Soul music, soul music, soul music, yeah. Soul music, soul music, soul music, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Are we loud? I got a real crowd in here.
THEO.
I like that.
Hey, I just gotta hold my city up. Ride this beat like a horseback, giddy up. Stack bread like I never even get enough. It put a target on his head and then they hit him up. Hit him up. Pac shit. D-boys. Block shit. We rock shit and put it in they sock quick. And hit the corner for the feds or the cops hit. Hey, they say the flow I spit is very nice. I make love to these beats like I'm Barry White. But all I do is carry right and only mess with real people, not the scary type. I'm very ice, very cool, school of hard knocks. I'm late to school, hard hats, carry tools. April 1st, I act a fool. I'm passionate, light the mic and I pass the shit. The homies gave me the game and I just mastered it. I'm not an actor, my nigga, more like an activist. A veteran in this game and I'm skipping practices. Stuffing bundles of money inside my mattresses. I'm not to be touched like a cactus is. And I ain't looking for a deal, I'm just a hungry little brother. Looking for a meal, east side representative. Coming out the Ville, swag so sick, you could say the brother ill. Hey, look how I get these people chills. And to go against the boy, you better sharpen up your skills. Hey, or go another route is what you better do. Cause no matter what you do, I stay ahead of you. I copped a brand new crib to get a better view. Put some rubber bands up and maybe better few. Incredible, I mean I'm credible. I got these rappers round here looking edible. Get out of line and I'll be sending you to medical. In every case of avocados turned federal. I'm top notch, we pop Glocks. Got the neighborhood jumping like hopscotch. Little homie came through in the top notch, drop top. And that'll be cool, yeah. She said she loved me, I said that'll be cool. Hey. She said she wanna kick with me, I'd have said that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. If we could go back to them days we used to miss school and roll up the purple and smoke on the trees, empty bottles and hit on them, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Said that'd be cool. Hey, said that'd be cool. Said that'd be cool. Hey, baby, She said she loved me. I said that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. She said that'd be cool. I told her that'd be smooth.
that will be cool, and that will also be the end of the show. I told you for our first performance, it was going to be nothing but hot, hot, hot. And this is the way it's going to be all the time on the Loud Lab show. Rob, we want to thank you very much for coming all the way down.
Happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me.
Anytime, man. We want you to come down every time you make some music and you're in Cali. Make sure you hit us up.
Definitely.
Because sooner or later, we're going to get you on the rooftop and do a little video. We'll figure something out one day, one time. But everybody, thank you for coming to the Loud Lab show. We are coming to an end. I want to give shouts out to producer Scott, Todd One, of course, DJ Lou Man, the one and only with the finger man. Da Uno, we got the Cuzzos, and we have his friend right here. And we are going to take the Photog, what's your name, Photog?
Alex.
Alex, where you from, Alex?
I'm from, out here, LA.
Okay. I don't want to know what nationality you were. But listen, we're out of here. And, I like to do my little dedication to Don Cornelius. Peace and soul. We up out of here.